Hello.
Hi, Miss Swann. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice
How are you today?
I'm well. Nice to see you.
Good.
So glad that we were able to.
Glad to be seen.
Yes. Really glad that we were able to stop by. I know you have a busy schedule, so let's just go ahead and get to it.
You ready?
Yes.
Come on in.
Right. Office is lovely.
Thank you. Go ahead. You're welcome to have a seat.
Thank
Would you like
so
something
much.
to drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, thank you for this opportunity.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to find out what you do. So let me ask you this. What was the first email that you received today?
Oh, first email today was more than likely same one I get every morning, which is Washington Post. It's all the news. I get the Washington Post, the New York Times. I read Skim. So those are the first emails that I get. And the reason why is because that's how I create my content. I read the news and I find out what's going on, what's happening in our world, and we develop our content from there. So I always try to stay on top of it.
Oh, okay. What's the first email you sent today?
Oh, the first email I sent today was actually to our director of communications. I was doing a news segment this morning for a brand that I work with, and so I sent her an email to get details, last minute details.
Okay. What time did you get up this morning?
I woke up at 5:30. I wake up at 5:30 every morning, and I make sure to do this Monday through Friday. I get up at 5:30 every single morning.
All right. What time do you get to the office?
Typically let's see, so on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, I usually get to the office between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. And on Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. And then I don't get to the office until 9:30 on Wednesdays and Fridays because I do an hour hike with a friend each one of those days.
Okay. What time do you leave the office?
So I leave the office. I really have a big thing about boundaries for myself, and it's really important for me to have quality of life. I really believe in I don't even know where this came from, but I believe in live for today, plan for tomorrow. So I try to have quality of life right now. So I'll leave the office about 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening. Sometimes I'll leave a little bit later if I'm, working on something hard. But the great thing is I'm on the West Coast, and a lot of people we do business with is on the East Coast. So by 3 or so, we're wrapping up with the East Coast, and I can finish up with the West Coast folks. So yeah.
Okay. What time do you actually stop working?
That's where the boundaries come in. So I stop working the minute my foot hits the door at home. So whatever time I arrive home, I'm done. Now, there are some instances where I may have to, follow through with something or check on something or what have you. But again, quality of life is really important to me. And so I stop working the moment I hit the dough at home.
That sounds like a healthy mental balance. How much sleep do you get each night?
Well, because I get up at 5:30 in the morning, at about 9:30, that's my goal. Like if I'm in the bed at 9:30, I'm really happy. I don't always hit that mark. Sometimes I do go a little bit later, but I usually try to get in bed by 9:30 and just start to wind down.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
Anyone that knows me knows that I love a boiled egg for breakfast. So a lot of times I'll have a boiled egg, and so it might be boiled egg and toast, or boiled egg and some turkey bacon, or boiled egg and sausage, or a boiled egg and grapefruit. But for some reason, a boiled egg always ends up in my menu for breakfast.
So what would you say are the 3 tips that you would share with someone for getting ahead?
3 tips for getting ahead. I love this because I get asked by people often, how to get ahead and what to do and so on and so forth. So number 1, I say this all the time. I do not live by that rule of I work 24/7, 8 days a week, and this, that sort of thing. I don't believe in that. So number 1, I say take care of yourself, especially when you're building a business or building a brand, and it has to do with you as an individual. So I'm very, very careful. There's so many people that depend on me to be healthy. They depend on me to be well. And if I don't take care of myself and set some boundaries, then I can't do what I do to help other individuals. So number 1, take care of yourself. Number 2, it's important to have a mentor in your life, someone that you can go to and bounce questions off of, to help allow them to give you some direction and some focus. I think a lot of times we think that we can go this thing alone, but don't be afraid to take advice. That's number one. And number two, do not be afraid to give your information away. Too often people are afraid to share their information. They think that if they tell somebody something that somehow they're going to not advance. But the thing I recognize is what's for me is for me. And what God has for me is definitely for me. And believe it or not, there's enough for everybody to go around. I often say there's a McDonald's on every corner and they're all making money. There's really enough money for all of us. So don't be afraid to give information away.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this precious time and these great pearls of wisdoms that you shared with us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have work to do, phone calls to make. Thank you. See you soon.